Hey Capricorn, how are you? Thanks so much for watching. Capricorn, this is going to be your read for the first half of November of 2018. This is going to cover November 1st through November 15th of 2018. So let's see what energies is out there for you. What does Capricorn need to know as we move into November's energy? Thank you guys so much for all of your views and your likes and your comments and your subscribes. I really do appreciate it. And if you're new here, welcome. All right, what does Capricorn need to know as we move into November of 2018? What does Capricorn need to know? Capricorn, this is for you, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If it doesn't resonate to you, then please watch your Moon and Rising. It won't resonate for all Capricorns. There's so many of you, I know. All right, Capricorn. We've got the Alchemist. We've got the Magician. Okay, so Capricorn, this is actually some pretty good energy here. Really great energy. Moving into the first half of November. So what this is telling us is, this is saying that, you know, for a lot of you Capricorns, you are at the start of something. You're at the very, very beginning of a new journey. And a lot of you are well equipped with everything that you need for that journey. You guys are creating, you're manifesting, okay? And you're learning also, I feel like a lot of you Capricorns may be getting your education up. You may be going back to school. You may be trying to learn certain things or certain information as far as advancement goes. But yeah, for a lot of you Capricorn, I really feel like a lot of you even may already be graduating, or you may already be, or you may have like just completed some sort of course of practice for a lot of you, okay? But at any rate, this is definitely great news. This is something that you've been working for, you've been manifesting, you've been really, really putting forth the effort and the energy to really create. So that's beautiful energy, Capricorn. Okay, in the past, I'm seeing here that for a lot of you in the past, you felt very constricted. You felt very blocked. There may have been mental blockages, perceived mental blockages, perceived physical restraints, where you may have thought that you could not move forward the way you needed to move forward. It could have been, anything that kept you, in that kind of mind frame. But I really feel like, it shows up here in the past, because in spite of all the work that, we're yet to see, you guys have moved, this is in the past, and now, you've moved, you've elevated, right? And you were almost at the end of a particular cycle or a particular journey or of something here with the number 8. So now with you being in the overall energy of the Alchemist, the number 1, or the Magician in some decks, this means that, yes, you guys did find a particular way to move out of one situation and into another. Or you figured out, or you're figuring it out for some of you. You're realizing that you now can move forward and you can do it on your own independently, because you have all of the tools necessary. Beautiful. Present energy, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, so a lot of you Capricorns, I just really feel like a lot of you, are cutting past like the BS of what was holding you or what you thought was restricting you. I just really feel like for a lot of you, it was a mindset. You know, it was the way you were thinking about a situation, or the way you were thinking that you had to go about a particular situation, got you to a certain point to where there was a blockage. But I really feel like Capricorn, you've really been doing the energy work on yourselves lately, because a lot of you have found that way. The Queen of Swords is the energy of, you know, understanding like the delicate balance really between having to kind of, you know, be harsh in a way, but at the same time be very nurturing and very gentle. And with the Queen of Swords coming up right here, in the present energy, this is telling me that a lot of you are doing just that. A lot of you are really discovering, you know, discovering your options as far as the choices that you can make. A lot of you are really discovering, or actually like really opening your mind about your own self beliefs and your own self, the way you think about things, you know, is you're starting to interpret things about yourself and the way you handle things differently. So that's beautiful. And now there we go, that Ten of Swords. So the future conditions pop up here. Now, future conditions, potential future conditions with the Ten of Swords, this doesn't necessarily read negative for me, Capricorn, okay? For right now, what I see this is I see that, you know, if there's a particular situation that most of you are working through or working your way out of, okay? And I really feel like a lot of you do get to that particular ending. You know, you guys do reach that point where, you know what, what's done is done, and or you did what needed to be done, or you went ahead and really put a end to you know, the way that you were thinking about things here. You know, there a lot of you will I even maybe even for some of you, I maybe even see like a change of mind, where, you know, or if not a change of mind, maybe a change of direction. But a lot of you, if you're still trying to reach a certain goal, I feel like a lot of you have maybe like changed the direction of your thought process, or changed the direction of your mental to put to really make things like, or really correct things, set things right. For a lot of you, I really feel like also with the Ten of Swords being here in future conditions, okay, for some of you, I just really feel like this could also mean that, you know, if there is something that is really restricting you or has held you back in the past, yes, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to begin to take on this energy of the Queen of Swords, and, you know, and really decide what it is that you're going to need to cut out of your life, and then what are the things that you're going to need to be able to open up and be more you know, caring about when it comes to yourself and what you allow within yourself. Because if you don't, for a lot of you, it does put a harsh end to a situation, or a harsh end to your mindset, or, you know, something does come along that it eventually puts you out of your misery. But, you know, whereas you're supposed to have some kind of control over that, with the Alchemist card being right there, a lot of you, you know, are supposed to have a sense of control with that. But I just really feel like a lot of you, yeah, if you aren't going to necessarily, you know, make the changes that need to be made, or make the decisions, or really call the shots. A lot of you, I feel like you have that authority figure. You have that, like, that authority in you to be able to, like, really call the shots here, and set the tone for how, you know, things will play out, because you are the queen there. But for some of you, this could indicate that there may be an air sign that you're definitely dealing with here, and, you know, that could be Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, and they could be they could have a lot to do with why things may be a little bit held up for you. And for some of you, they may just be there to, you know, offer you, like, advice about how you should move through situations. So let's see here what we have next. So we have the High Priestess. Yeah, so I feel like with the High Priestess being here in the underlying factors, a lot of you Capricorns, you know exactly what it is. You know exactly what it is that you have to change, or that you have to cut out of your life, to keep yourself from reaching an undesirable ending. You know exactly what it is that you need to do, and you can do that. You have all the energy of doing that. And not only, and you know what, earlier I did say that you have, not only do you have like all the tools, but you have the information here with this book. Earlier I said you have the information there with the book being right there that he's reading. Not only does he have the tools, the wand, the sword, the pentacle, and the cup, but he also has the book with the infinity sign over it. So he's getting knowledge, right, on how to use those tools. Now, with the High Priestess being here, Capricorn, this is saying to me that, that knowledge that you're seeking, that additional knowledge that you're seeking, it's there, and it's there for you. And it's so I just really feel like a lot of you are really soaking in education. If you're trying to get educated about something that you're going to use to be able to really turn your life around, Capricorn, beautiful. That's beautiful energy there. I do see you doing that, because you're getting that information. Capricorn, I also feel like for a lot of you, the types of changes that you're trying to make in your life right now are of a more spiritual nature. So a lot of you may be getting advice spiritually. You may be hearing from, some of you may be hearing from I'm getting like a passed on loved one that may be an air sign, possibly. But you're getting information from them from the other side, or from behind the veil, or signs that are helping you. And so pay attention to those signs. Nine of Cups. So here in your present environment, I do see here you have the Nine of Cups. And this is very indicative of somebody who has everything that they need also. With the Nine of Cups here, the Nine of Cups depicts this guy who is very... just content within himself individually. He has everything that his heart desires, and that's on his own, right? So like if you I think of like the Ten of Cups as being someone who has that complete emotional fulfillment, as far as, like having a family, having love, having, complete abundance, right? With others, or with, a group of others, depending on family or work or whatever. But with the Nine of Cups here, it's almost like, to me, it's just like the Nine of Pentacles, a very independent person, but emotionally here. So with the Nine of Pentacles being here in your present environment, I do feel like a lot of you, like at this moment, like are experiencing like high self-esteem. You are just becoming more knowledgeable. Like as you begin to learn the knowledge and retain the knowledge that you are searching for, or that you're studying, or that you're trying to get, as you are beginning to make the changes into the things that you want to do, it's like your esteem value rises, or is rising with that, okay? And so, with this Ten of Swords and the High Priestess and the Nine of Cups here on the bottom row, I just really feel like a lot of you, once an ending occurred or does occur, a lot of you, I feel like you're... regardless of if that ending occurred by your hand or by another person's hand, the way you're going to move on here is through information, okay? And I'm not necessarily, and don't, okay, as I'm saying that, I don't mean this like in a relationship-y way. For some of you, this could relate to a relationship. However, I'm not really seeing this in a relationship way here, Capricorn. At the bottom here, what I'm just feeling like, the mindset that was put to an end, regardless of if it was you that changed your mind, or if your mind was changed for you, or if you were persuaded. But at any rate, it's like this information is like out, and then now you're being replenished with new information that ultimately for a lot of you Capricorns, I really feel like is just, again, boosting your esteem. And again, I really feel like this is from a spiritual level or from a mental level. But also, if this does hit you on a relationship level, then yeah. Okay, so now we have the Queen of Pentacles here in the hopes and fears. Okay, with the Queen of Pentacles being right there in the hopes and fears, I just really feel like this is you. In a way, this is like, for a lot of you, I feel like you fear that, as you begin to elevate spiritually, or just as you begin to really manifest the things that you have been trying to manifest in your life, the things that you've always wanted. I really feel like a lot of you fear that, I think that a lot of you fear that you'll gain too much. But then at the same time, I feel like a lot of you already know that there's going to be a place inside of you that is still going to be humbled. Because if we look at the Alchemist as it sits in between the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, this to me feels like it tells me that a lot of you, your energy stays the same. You still will be looking at things in a very introspective level. However, really it's just more of an elemental change here. So a lot of you could be learning a particular lesson. Things may not have gone right in a particular situation, but a lot of you learned, and you learned more about what you needed to learn. Or excuse me, you learned more about what you needed to do. And so then maybe if you had to start over here the next time, you are coming with the energy of being, very, earthy and grounded, at the same time as being, intellectual. You know what I mean? For a lot of you, you may have come from a situation where you had to use your mind more so than your resources to maneuver things. Maybe you had to be in like survival mode, where the choices that you made were choices that you had to make and from your heart, but at the same time it was more of strategy. Okay, and so now I feel like with the High Priestess here, I feel like for a lot of you, the game has changed now, and you're learning information that's going to be able to keep your heart. Like, you're still keeping your heart, but at the same time now, for a lot of you, you may be moving more into your own energy, Capricorn, the Queen of Pentacles. And then the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, the Wheel of Fortune coming off right here in the top in the outcome. So yeah, this is definitely saying that Capricorn, you are definitely manifesting a change. You're manifesting something. You're trying to, for some of you, you're trying to really like change your particular mindset about something. And I feel like you do. And once that mindset is changed, I feel like a lot of you will begin to experience a lot more abundance than you have been. And also, I feel like a lot of you will be more appreciative. And then for some of you, I'm just getting the sense of, with the Queen of Pentacles here with the Nine of Cups right on top and below each other, I'm just really feeling like some of you will have like this sort of arrogance. But I don't mean it in a negative way. It's just like, it's almost like a sense of entitlement. But there is entitlement because you have come through so much. You know, you've learned so much, and you know you've definitely, you know, something is definitely ending. So why not? Why not have a new beginning? We got a 10 and we got a 10. That's really interesting, Capricorn. So let's see if we can. Let's see if we can clarify some of these cards here. Alright, and the way this works is I will shuffle this really, really good, and I will draw 3 cards from the deck to clarify the deck as a whole. Or to clarify the reading as a whole. Right there. Yeah, Capricorn, I just do see a lot of abundance coming forth. So much abundance, so much resources, like an abundance of resources, and it's like you're happy about it. I feel like for maybe a lot of you, like, we're kept in the dark for so long, and it's just like, you know, look, also on the other side of the Alchemist diagonally, we got an 8 and we got a 9. So we got an 8 and a 10, and we got an 8 and a 9. So you guys are definitely, you know, you're up in those high numbers there, you know, those close to 10 numbers. So you guys are really, really, like, pushing the threshold, I feel like, for a lot of you. You know, you're pushing the threshold. You're right at the end. And there's so much newness that's ready to begin for you. And it's like a lot of you maybe even trying to pass a test also. Capricorn, I feel like for some of you, you guys may be studying for something. Yeah, graduation is what I'm really getting here. Like, a lot of you may be trying to get credits towards graduation, or I don't know. There may be like exams or something coming up. I don't know. But I'm just getting that. Okay. Can I have some cards to clarify this deck, please? I'm scared. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups, and then under the deck, the 5 of Cups. Okay. So, yeah, there's definitely change coming about here. So, and then, oh, look, and then right under there, we had the Queen of Swords again. So, yeah, there's definitely change coming. Sorry. There's definitely change coming. With the 5 of Wands here, I feel like for some of you, you know, the new mindset that you reach is going to... It's not gonna rub everybody the right way. I feel like they may have a hard time really understanding what it is that you're trying to do. But Capricorn, I don't feel like that's really affecting you. If anything, it's really you like just blocking them out and just saying, you know what, kill that. You know, I'm gonna do my own thing here, and you know, I'm going to go with my mind and what I think is right, because, you know, you have the tools, you have all the information to definitely do everything to make you happy, to really change your fortune here. If some of you are going through a dark time where you're really struggling to really understand things or really see things, I feel like for a lot of you, you know, you may not even realize the tools that you have to be able to really make the clear-cut decisions that you have to make to move into all this good abundance that you have with the 9 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Wheel. For some of you, like I said, not everybody is going to have, you know, good things to say about it. Not everybody's going to really agree with it. Not everybody's going to go along with it. There may even be resistance. There may even be resistance within yourself too here. Okay. And that does go here with the 8 of Swords here. A lot of you Capricorns could be feeling, you know, conflicted within yourself because, you know, you may not know, you know, you just may not know exactly, or you can't see where to go. Okay. But with the Two of Cups being here next to the under with the Five of Cups, I am getting the sense that for some of you, you know, and then with the Queen of Swords being right there, for some of you, if there's a particular job opportunity that's coming up or something that you really want to do and that you really, really love to do that's coming up, I really feel like with the Five of Swords, Five of Wands, then the Two of Cups being right there, it may be a particular conflict within somebody that you are established with, or it could cause some friction with like somebody that you are married to or that you're dating or that you're seeing right now. But at the same time here, I feel like with the Five of Cups being right there, I feel like a lot of you, with the Five of Cups and the Queen of Swords being here, again, a lot of you are making that decision to really just, you know what, you might be putting something to an end here, something that you really love, or just an idea, or just something that you've been holding on to. A lot of you will be really making that clear-cut decision to just, you know, elevate or move to a place of elevation spiritually, to allow good things to happen for you. But the cost of that, it may be, with the Five of Cups here, I feel like the cost of that, it may be costing you, like, for some of you, a love. And with the Queen of Swords being right here, I feel like, you know, it's a really tough decision that you have to make. With the Queen of Swords being here twice, though, again, I feel like this person that you're involved with, it could be an air sign, and you know, the Queen of Swords is thought of as, what do they call it? The widow queen. The queen who has been hurt, and so now she, you know, protects her heart and uses logic. You know, I feel like a lot of you will be moving out of this old cycle and into a new cycle, if that's you. From a very logical standpoint, but it will concern things that you have to deal with emotionally. So there might be people that aren't going to necessarily be happy with your elevation, Capricorn, but I just still feel like you guys are going to allow, you know, Spirit to really take the wheel here, and, well, the wheel, to really move you into a place of abundance. With the Five of Cups being here, you know what they say about the Three Cups being there, and then the Two of Cups still being right there. That means the Two of Cups is still here. You know, twice, if you want to think about it that way. So, you know, if you pick your head up and really just look at things for how they can be instead of how they are, this can tell us that there's still an opportunity here for love. If the decision is to be able to, you know, have to put, you know, someone's mind or someone's train of thought to a rest, someone that you love, if you're feeling that way, there's still an opportunity there of love, and maybe even possibly the opportunity for reconciliation as well. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so let's see, Capricorn. Let's see if we can get some additional advice. Let's get one more card here before I send you on. Okay, we have the Wolf. Beware of who you trust. Yeah, so that definitely ties in here with the Five of Swords. The Five of Wands. People are definitely not going to be excited about the new opportunities that you're creating for yourself, or the new opportunities that are being given to you by Spirit, because it's going to have to cause them to be put on the back burner. It's going to cause you to have to really make a decision and put something to rest. You know what I mean? You know, it's going to really cause you to have to really look within yourself and really see what is good for you and what isn't, and put something to rest. Not everybody's going to be happy with that. It could be somebody that you are in love with, or just somebody that you have love for. You know, with the Queen of Swords here again, and the clarifying card, is just they may not be happy about that. You may not need to tell everyone what your plans are, you know. with the Nine of Cups being right there, I feel like a lot of you aren't anyway. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go, Capricorn. Let me know how this all plays out for you in the comment box, okay? Guys, I hope you guys have a good first half of your November. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can email me at LuminantLibraTarot@gmail.com, and then we'll get talking about how we can get you set up with a personal reading, okay, Capricorn? You have a great day. Bye.